But it's not. Listen, it's not over.
How would that have worked?
It's not over.
Well, so I go to prison with my 15 years. You know,
Meets me.
meet Matt Cox, the rep of the fraudsters.
The highlight
You know?
of his entire bid. Yeah, it was a long time, but I met Matt.
I have a friend of mine, and okay, so his girlfriend claims that he has a man crush on me, but I have a friend of mine who says that I have a man crush on him. So when I come here, she's like, "Oh yeah, look at you. You're gonna dress up because you're gonna go to Matt. See Matt, blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "Listen, you know, I have a lot of professional respect for Matt." And she goes, "Dude, he's a fucking criminal, and so are you. That's not a profession." And I said, "But among the
rude.
profession,
It is.
Yeah.
She's an attorney too, by the way.
she's an attorney, by the way, yeah."
Oh, nice.
I said, among the profession, there is levels, you know? It's like the drug business, you know? The guy that sells crack in the corner is not the same as El Chapo, you know? Matt is El Chapo of mortgage. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's hope that
of mortgage.
one, the El Chapo of mortgage. I hope that catches on. I want
yeah.
to see that in the comments section.
That should be
that. That's gonna be the title.
The title. El Chapo de mortgage.
Except we're gonna put it on
We're
you.
put
though.
on you, bro. Nice.
And that's how you get leadership role in an indictment, fellas. 2 points. So I go to Coleman, and then I get this, one day somebody tells me, "Listen, you're packing out. You're going to Miami." And everybody's like, "Oh, dude, you are going to get another indictment. You're going to get superseded, more time." And I'm like, shit. So I get down to Miami, and they said, "Listen, we have some people that are talking about you."
Can I say something first?
Yeah.
So I remember when we met, and he said he had 15 years, and I was like, whew. I was like, bro, I mean, is there anything you can do about that? Like, I mean, tell me you cooperated. Tell me you're working on that. And he's like, no, I don't know. I mean, you know, he's not really sure what to do. He's like, I don't know. And I'm going, you need to do something. Like I'm saying,
Yeah.
do the right thing. You need to work on, like, no, your attorney sold you out. Like that. Like I have, you know, prior to dealing with attorneys, you hold them like really high regard. After going through the feds and dealing with 4 or 5 different attorneys that I've had, bottom of the barrel.
Right.
I have way more respect for drug dealers.
Oh, my God.
Than I do attorneys.
There's no ethics. Now,
it's
he
horrible.
also had a little issue with the fact that I had 15 years.
Oh yeah, and
For my
$39 million.
restitution, I owe the federal government $33.5 million. He
And I'm
got
going,
26 years.
I'm like $6 million.
and he owes $6 million.
That's not. There's no way that's right.
So I'm like, listen, dude, I got
And he
39
was on the
mil
run,
and I got
too.
half
He
your
took
time.
off too. Thought that people were like, well, you went on the run. He was on the run. He was on the run.
I went to New York.
That's on the run.
Oh, and
I never left the South.
so I go down to Miami and they tell me, listen, there's some Venezuelan people talking about you. And I said,
In the prison,
Were
they
they
said that?
saying-
yeah.
Were they
And
saying good things?
And I'm like, what do
Yeah.
you mean? And they're like, well, you know, apparently there is a guy in here and he's saying that he invested a bunch of money in the United States and it all ended in your account.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, oh, shit. And they're like, listen, you need to get an attorney. And I'm thinking, I'm not calling Ricky Ricardo. I'm going to get like 100 years. I said, fuck. So I talked to my friend Keith, and I'm like, Keith, man, I mean, he's like, dude, I did Medicare fraud, and I only got like 4 years, and my attorney's like a badass guy. Matt
I met him
a couple days ago.
Super cool guy.
His name is Paul Petruzzi. I said, all right, give me his number. So I call Paul, and he shows up to the prison, and he goes, Juan Sanchez? I said, yeah. He says, I know who you are. I said, because of my fraud case? He goes, no, people are talking about you. I said, really? And he goes, yeah. Do you know anybody in Venezuela? I said, well, I got like family and friends. He goes, no. Hold on 1 second. He takes me out. He goes to the guard. They bring out a guy that I used to do business with in Venezuela with this whole money thing. And he goes, oh my God, you are here. And I said, yeah, what are you doing here? He goes, well, I got arrested. And I said, for fraud? And he goes, no, money laundering. And I told him about you. And I said, about me? I didn't launder any money. He goes, you didn't? I said, no. He goes, but you did.
It all falls under money laundering.
It all falls on money laundering. Yeah. And I was like, oh my, really? And he goes, yeah. And you are the guy that knows where the money ended. So you need to talk.
Oh, fuck.
So this guy tried to use you to get time off his sentence.
Of course.
It's everybody's.
That's
it's
how
fraud.
That's how the game works. So I'm like, okay. So I talked to the attorney, Paul, and Paul's like, okay, man, listen, you know the guys. They're looking for these guys. You are the guy that can do this thing. You got the emails. You have everything. I said, how much is it? He goes, $45,000.
It's 45. Paul wants $45,000 to represent him on a case where he's going to be the main cooperating witness in the hope that he gets a sentence.
That I get a sentence reduction.
Right.
People are already turning on each other left and right.
Right.
So it's like if you try and stand strong, like, well, I'm not going to. Well, then you just do your fucking time.
Yeah.
Or
You
more,
know?
because these guys could set up something where everything
Oh
falls
yeah,
on
he
me.
could get re-indicted.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there going, okay, 45,000. I say, fuck, bro. Listen, man, I don't have the money. And he goes, you don't? I say, no, man. He goes, all right. I'll see you in 15 years. I'm like, listen, bro, whoa. I said, I'm a great salesperson, man. I can sell the shit out of your service when I get out. I'll pack your office. He goes, yeah, no. He goes, no, I need $45,000. I said, dude, come on, bro. Hook me up. He goes, well, give me 10%. Give me 10,000 and I'll get you started. I said, all right, let me figure it out. So I go upstairs and I tell Keith, bro, your attorney wants 45,000. He goes, okay, pay it. He's worth it. I said, I don't have it, bro. I don't have the 10,000. He goes, well, this is what you need to do. You need to pray. I said, okay, and I'm going to pray, and then tomorrow morning, the 10 grand are going to be on my locker. He goes, maybe. I don't know. I said, all right. I mean,
Give it a try.
what the fuck am I going to do? So I go to my cell, and I start praying, and I'm like, man, I know I'm not going to get the money, but give me guidance, you know? Man, and the next morning, I go, I got it. So I emailed my ex-sister-in-law, and I go, I need you to send me the list of all my Facebook friends. She sends me the list, and I start weeding them out. Okay, this guy sucks, this guy sucks, this guy. I scam this guy, I scam this guy, I scam this guy, blah, blah, blah. And I leave like, I don't know, 200 people. And I post, I'm going to send you those posts so you have them.
Okay.
I posted
Are they
something.
online right now?
Yeah, they're on my Facebook page.
Can you pull up Facebook? Yeah. All right, go ahead.
And I posted something in March of 2013, and it says, dear friends and family, I know you haven't heard from me in a year, but it's because I was indicted and and I just got a 15-year sentence. And during this time, I have lost friends, I have lost family, I lost all the money I have, but I've been holding on to the only thing that I could. And today, I'm surrendering it to you, which is my ego and my dignity. I need to ask you for help. My attorney is $45,000. I need to come up with $10,000. I don't have it. Listen, if you can help me with money, I promise I'll pay you back. If you can't, prayers are welcome. You know, God love you, God bless you, whatever. Dude, that shit went viral. Like, people are putting $20 here, $15. I didn't know how crazy it went until actually a couple weeks ago. That I'm reading my post, and I realized, first of all, I kept a journal in prison, and I didn't know, because I was posting stuff every week. And second of all, man, people were doing garage sales. Like, this weekend is going to be a garage sale for Juan's attorneys.
Wow.
Yeah, and bake sales. And so Paul comes into the jail, and he gets me down one day, and he goes, listen, bro, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but I cannot be getting checks for $5 and $10 and $15 into the office, man.
So people are mailing this guy checks?
Yeah, so he had to open a PayPal account. So people could PayPal him $15, $20, and I paid 45 grand on attorney's fees through
Nice.
Facebook, bro.
Nice.
How long did that take?
Couple months, not a lot.
That's crazy.
And I had guys like organizing it, and they had like, we reached the first goal, which is $10,000. Now we gotta go for the other 10. And I had Mindy, my ex-sister-in-law, like, you know, organizing stuff, and I had my friend Mario, who's like my brother, in Spanish. Like, listen, if you're a Spanish donor, talk to Mario. If you're an American donor, talk to Mindy. And I had this whole thing set up, and they paid my attorney, man. So social media works.
That's
you know,
awesome.
It worked. And back in those days, there was no Kickstarter or you know, it was like
GoFundMe or whatever.
GoFundMe. It was old school.